Hello, everyone. I am Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/at Faded Oasis. I don't know what to put in this top section here. I know no spoilers or backseating. I don't know what to put. Um, what are we doing today in Blueprints? We're still trying to figure out how to power the pump room or get power to the pump room. What did we do last time? I can't look at. I guess let's start the day so I can look at what we did yesterday so we can figure out what we're doing today. Which means I should switch over to the game probably. You want to see that, right? Um, we got access to the computers because I'm an idiot and didn't realize how to do that. Um, okay. So we're starting with 2 diamonds because we um found one of the green rooms yesterday. Uh, Alzara, is that the fortune teller name? Uh, they definitely gave us. They said that one of these was going to be, or they showed us one of these was going to be taken. It hasn't been yet. They said that we were being watched and showed. I don't know, someone looking. We were standing out there on day one, and they were looking at us from like up there somewhere. That's weird. Um, let's get our allowance. 9 coin. Our allowance is 9 coins now. That's so much. We got to the bookstore last time. We got 4 books. We had so much money last time. I bought $112 worth of books or something. It was insane. Um, nope, that's not it. Nope, house history. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So we did root cellar. So we had so many spots to dig, and I did get the shovel at some point. They had bought it or something. I don't know. Let's see. We went parlor, den, observatory, guest bedroom. Didn't really get anything there. Hallway, pantry, drawing room. Got to security. Um, at the end of the stream, I figured out that you could just use the magnifying glass to find out what the code was. So now I have access to the computers. Um, and because I have the Blackbridge access, I can access one of the computers that's off. I can access any of the computers that are on. Magnifying glass on what? So in the security room, there's a cork board on the wall, and there's a message that says like from now on, all employees are gonna have to check in. All on-site employees are gonna have to check in at one of the computers to clock in every day and to clock out. And then it says like access password, and then something that's scratched out, but like obviously scratched out and poorly scratched out because you can tell the first letter's an S. Um, you can only use the magnifying glass on items that you can inspect closely, and I didn't realize that you could inspect that note closely. So I never considered using a magnifying glass on it until the end of day 11. And I'm like, wait a minute. I can take this, I can just look at this closer. That means I can use the magnifying glass. Ran over to the commissary, bought a magnifying glass, ran back, and found the password. So now I can actually get onto the computer network so I can read emails. Oh, right. I went into I forget what the underground room is called. I'm gonna keep calling it Blackbridge. I went into Blackbridge to the computer system there. I was able to log in under one of the names that I have, uh, the scientist, who was also apparently the IT guy, because I enabled email access on all computers. I I made it. I changed something that I'm not sure what it does. It was like how long before a computer disconnects from the network, and it said immediately. I set it to 1 month. So I think that the security room and the laboratory computers should still be connected to the network right now. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out what that actually means. Um, let's see. I workshopped. I found out what the jackhammer does. The jackhammer just drills deeper in soil areas. I unlocked the cloister, which gave me 4 letters in a pattern on the back of the cloister statue, and I don't know what that means. So I need to figure out that. I got more allowance there. In the foundation, I finally played the foundation room. I still don't know what does not reset each day means. If that means the room is set there, actually, I should check my map. That's what I thought. The foundation will always be in that tile now. Okay, that's what I was afraid of because I didn't want to lock something down like that. It is called Blackbridge Grotto. That is what it's called. Okay. Um, still Blessing of the High Roller for one more day. I think this is the last day. So every time I choose a shop to go into, I get a reroll die, and every time I use a reroll die, I get 5 coins, and that's how I had so many coins last time. Um, House history. What else did I do last time? The library and the bookshop. So in the library, I read the second edition of the History of Arindia, which was highly censored. I got into the bookshop. I bought the first edition History of Arindia, which should, in theory, not be censored. I also bought, um, was it called Another Clue or something like that? Um, I wrote it down in the names page. It's called A New Clue. It was Marion Marigold's third book. I haven't seen that one yet, but it was released after she vanished. Suspected kidnapped, but not kidnapped. We know not kidnapped now. I read. I got a new red letter number 4, which is from my father, which is Mary's husband. Mary vanished, and my father wrote about how it is shameful how Baron Sinclair was keeping um, the reason for Mary's disappearance a secret, and it really should be public. And um, she should not have had to disappear in such a way without like the fact that we're not publicly acknowledging why she disappeared, um, and the political reasons for it, most likely, um, kind of makes her disappearance not worth it. Like there's no specific like reason for it. It's not there's a word I'm looking for and I can't find it. I can't think of it. We went to the Rumpus Room, spoke to Alcatraz, Alcazar, uh, Alzara. That's his name. He said that we're being followed and whatnot, and that they're gonna start taking things. I don't know. It was weird. We got into the vault, which just had 40 coins here and a whole bunch of empty stuff here. And I've got no idea. There's got to be something more to do in the vault. I have no idea what it is. Can the vault be powered? The vault is not on my list of power goals, so no. We were close to. Oh, my allowance is 9 because when I was in the laboratory, I got every time I dig up junk, my allowance goes up by 1, and then I dug up junk like 3 times or something. Pool, pump room, locker room. I think the morning room is why we have 2 gems. We finally got in there. I think that's it right now for what happened on day 11. So what my goal today is I don't know. I don't know what my goal is today. We should we go to Blackbridge or should we just go to the cellar or the west? We should definitely go to the outer room. I don't know if we need to go to Blackbridge. Oh wait, the fortune teller also said one of the gates is going to be open. So we should check that out, and it's probably over there. Let's go now actually. Although I don't know, since the thing wasn't taken, I don't know if this is gonna. No, this is still closed. They could have been talking about this gate, but this gate was open before because this is how I get onto the grounds. Because I sleep in a tent over there. Let's go into Blackbridge. Goal, put room tiles down? Yeah, kinda. Alright, so we know that we need a third microchip here. There was one already here. There's a note over here that I don't know what it means. 1/100 or I space I00 or 00. This is the one terminal that we have. Oh, right. We know that there is another admin login that we don't know what the login is. And it's not the typical length. My login here was the scientist name, right? Yeah. Moro. Terminal timeout settings is what we changed. Controls how long computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. Okay. I'm going to leave that on 1 month. Email settings, I turned email to on for everywhere. It was only on in the office, and now I can read people's emails. But I have to get to those computers. This user database does not list all of the names, I don't think, because there is one that's missing here. Okay. Admin logs. Right, this is where there was a bunch of deleted logs, and then here, as requested yesterday, new admin key created, though the requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting. So there is another login that I don't know what it is. Unless it was deleted in one of the logs. 72587 would have been while my mother was missing. I know that my mother went missing to the public in February 87. The deleted logs, she went missing. It was in the paper February 22nd. On February 10th, suddenly we're no longer recording anything on the cameras. We can keep them for live video playback and live monitoring, but don't record anything. So suddenly we're not recording anything, and then there are a bunch of deleted logs because we don't want any info about what happened. And then new admin key created, and then more deleted logs, and then email shut down. Wait, email's restricted, right? Data files. I don't know what trophy data is. This might be achievements, or it might be something else. Then I'm able to log in as Kimberly Thompson. Who was the assistant scientist. Oh, right. The admin logs are everyone. If I go all the way to the end, here we go. Here's where 622 is where Kimberly's admin key is added, and then 8.1 added new data management features, updated user database, changing of the guard in preparation for Simon's arrival, inbound and outbound messages, as well as off-net connections from outside the estate have been disabled per the instructions left by the Baron himself. And that's all I know. I know from the email logs in the security room that the security officer was concerned about some extra precautions that were no longer being met. There's nothing else down this way. And Ann Babbage, the head of staff, just said, don't worry about it. So that's still blocked off, but then over here, also last stream I was able to light these torches using something I made in the workshop. Came in here and I got a blueprint for the tunnel, which is a... actually, does that show up in my list here? Found floor plans? Yes. It just has an exit on the other side, and it's always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. So I don't know what happens if, like, it just means that I'm gonna... Oh, I was thinking at the end of last stream that just means that I'll only be able to do tunnel, so I'll have to dig the tunnel the whole way. But no, I still get the choices. It's like how the reading nook now has always draft the library. You can choose other things, but the library will always be an option. So I could always dig the tunnel further. All right, we've done tool shed and we've done trading post. Let's do schoolhouse. Add 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is a bunch of desks. All right. I guess I just light one now. Okay. I don't know what happens when all 4 of these are lit, but I've already done 2. So that's cool. Herbie. Is that my brother's name? It might be. No, Herbert. My great uncle is a vandal. I can't take the chalk. Okay. Teacher's desk. We got a pile of books, which I can't take. I don't think I've ever seen a pile of books like held together with a belt before. in real life. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. The dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who, I might add, forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more than I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as your interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. This is a pretty funny speech. And lastly, I wish to thank my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and in manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I also taught and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet, what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I'm still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end? Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Okay. Mrs. Peterson, the future principal and reluctant successor. So Mrs. Peterson... Okay. With an O or with an E? With an O. Mrs. Peterson, the new principal. New in quotes, because this is an old letter. As they're thanking Lady Epson. Alright. Why did they pull the drawer out? I guess that's it. Within a timely manner. Manor, M-A-N-O-R. Huh. Alright, I guess I got lighting one of those, those things outside. And a little bit of history as to the school. And then added 8, classrooms to the drafting pool. Let's see what the hell those do. We've already used 10 steps. Sorry, school, yeah, at 8 classrooms. Okay, we kept the jackhammer and treasure map. The treasure map says there's something in the foundation. It's the same treasure map. Oh, I wonder if does not reset. I wonder if that's still dug up. Oh well. Library would face north, hallway, or den. Always choose den. It leaves everything open. It has a gem in it. There's no downside. Get some items in the closet or a bedroom. Reading nook would help us go north to the library and gets us a key. Let's do that right now. So we're going to be reading Oh no, we don't get to read today in the library. We get to choose a book. And do I have some choices? Alright, so this list should be expanded. This page is wider than it was before. So our new books are History of Arindia First Edition, Architectural Digest Volumes 4 and 5, and A New Clue by Marion Marigold. I think I want A New Clue first. Especially since my mother's books may have, it turned out, been political in the first place. While drafting in Classroom, you may draw new floor plans one time for each drafting room in your house. Okay, so it's similar to... If I go back to the den, can I open that door from that side? And then I'll know which door it goes to. I kind of want to do Great Hall here. Yeah. And then before I go in there, because now I know this is already open. Okay, the door is locked, but I now know that this door here just goes to here and I don't need to open it. So now there are fewer locked doors in there. Oh, there's a chest in here, or a trunk in here too. Do I want to open this? I only have one key. Let's remember that there's a trunk in the den and I'll come back. The code check has the basement key, which I can't use until I can power the pump room. That's corridor, so I can get over the corner. Nothing in here. Laboratory this early. That'll get me a computer. Get me some house features. This seems like a good idea. Wait a minute. Where the classroom's at? I turned one down because I wanted to do the Great Hall instead. Alright, experiment setup. Whenever you draft a shop room, or immediately, or when drafting if you draw a drawing room floor plan. Gain 3 gold for each room in your house. Each red room in your house. Set your dice to 2, or a litter will be delivered to the mailroom. Hey Griff, how are you? Whenever you draft a shop room, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. Might be good, although I tend not to pick red rooms since they're bad. But I checked this game out before I bought it. Oh, this game is very puzzly, like Outer Wilds and Tunic and Fez and There's another one I can't think of right now. I am I don't know how far I actually am. Sounds like a Meridian game more than you game. Could be. This is definitely a game where your personal knowledge is one of the main goals. I'm gonna suggest, if you want to check out this game, go watch my first VOD instead. Definitely Meridian game. Yeah, okay. Um, if you want to hang out and still watch, absolutely, but don't tell Meridian anything you see here. In fact, I've had my notes on screen, so. Hey, Pug, how are you? You'd like to give me a fun, horrible story. That's cool. It's a game you play with a notebook? Yes. It's a game that requires a note. Well, it doesn't require a notebook, but a notebook is extremely beneficial. Uh, Pug, I would love to hear that fun, horrible story. Well, I don't know that I'm going to have a mailroom this run. Have you figured out the gas lines? So, I just I've lit 2 of those beacons on the pedestal that has 4. Um, the I literally just chose the schoolhouse, the schoolroom today for the outer room, and then it tells you to get a notebook when you play the game. Does it? Oh, there is. I think one of the books in the library recommends that you get a note. Oh yeah, the Nook. Right, yes, there's the card in the Nook, yes. So, partway through the game, it'll tell you you should probably be writing stuff down. Um, so I figured out, like, obviously you have some valves to get the gas to go from one place to another or direct the gas. Um, I haven't figured out where the gas comes from or where the other 2 valves are, assuming that there are only 2 others. Um, but like I lit the beacon from the apple orchard and the schoolroom. I kind of want to do, whenever you draft a shop room, set your dice to 2, because then I can re-roll. And while drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, not if you choose, not when you draft the drawing room, just if the drawing room floor plan shows up. Ah. And now I'm wondering if a drawing room floor plan is the floor plan for the drawing room, which there's only one of in the deck, or if it's anything with the drafting compass symbol, if that's what it means. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Um, no, I haven't. This is only my third, fourth experiment, probably third. Um, you've done like 11. I'm only on day 12. Every time I do a stream of this, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do some days, and I'm like, great, I've got like 2 to 3 hours to stream. Let's do one, and then the day is 4 hours long because I end up reading 5 books or whatever. Um, I'm just going to do whenever you draft a shop room, set your dice to 2. And just use dice. Because using dice gets me gold. Wait. I already have when you draft a shop room, gain a die. So this is not great. No. Let's try. Let's do if you draw a drawing room floor plan, set your dice to 2. And then I'll just roll extremely liberally. You've done like 11 experiments because you suck at days. Get good? I don't know what to say, Pug. I'm sorry. All right. Whenever I draw a drafting room. Okay, we can log into network. This is spoilers right here what I'm doing. So, you know. Right. Punching in has been disabled. Oh, god damn it. No, I want to read the emails from the laboratory computer. Log into network. Email. Okay. This is reverse chronological, so we'll start from oldest. From chef to camp. All right, we know a chef name now. April 4th, 1987. Freezer access. Randolph, as I know you've been conducting temperature-related experiments this past week, I've tried my best to avoid accessing my frozen stock during your normal working hours. However, on Friday, I was making my famous black truffle pizza and had to visit the freezer for a few ingredients. I hope I didn't mess anything up. Chef de Camp. You froze 50 gold and 10 gems. That sounds fantastic. You had an allowance of 14 and threw a bunch of money into the fountain. You can throw money into the fountain. Okay. You mean the shrine? Maybe you can just throw it in the fountain outside. I don't know. That's a lot of money and gems. Okay. To Chef de Camp, so reply. Chef, please don't worry too much about freezer access. The experiments we're doing aren't very sensitive, and they're already accounting for normal variations due to expected use and staff traffic. However, surprisingly, we did see a major temperature rise on Friday, which I believe may be related not to your freezer visit, but to the use of furnace in close proximity. This is telling us to use the furnace near the freezer to thaw everything. In the future, you should try to draft that a bit further away, as the temperature rise from drafting that room has a major effect on temperature in the house, and even more so in rooms in close proximity to it. Yep, okay. No, I didn't know about throwing money into the fountain. Okay, cool. Precautions. Baron Sinclair, as we discussed in our meeting earlier this week, we will be sealing off the entrance to the Blackbridge server this week, as well as archiving all our electronic mailboxes and locking access. I'm not sure how tech savvy we expect the Red Guard to be. We were hiding everything from the Red Guard. Okay. But there's more than enough data on our servers that these extra precautions are, in my opinion, the very minimum measures that we should be considering given the likelihood of an investigation next month. In August 87. Okay. Sinclair's response: lock it down, lock it all down. Yes, sir. All right. We can access remote terminal. What is data transfers? Oh, from Synca. Okay. Security is offline. Interesting. I thought it was supposed to be online for. I guess I don't know what that setting does. That it supposedly keeps it online for a month. Well, there are windows back here now. Okay. Dark room, storeroom, and the goddamn spare room. I did already drain the fountain. Point is, next day, started the next day with 80 gold, then earned 60 more gold on that day. Had something like 140, and couldn't for the life of me draft a showroom. Wow. Okay. Okay. So since I've already drained the, well, I guess I put all the money back in the fountain, so I could go throw money into it at the end of the day, and I'm going to see what happens. So don't tell me what happens. My guess is you just save money for the next day, but if I draft Dark Room here and then go back to Entrance Hall and go north, or Storeroom for keys, but then I'm dead ending myself here, and I don't like to do that because I still only have 2 ways out, and one of them I need to choose the right door in the Great Hall. Let's do Spare Green Room, and then we'll see what's next. Oh, there are plants in here. There's a table with a broken lever. That's actually super convenient. I like this room better already. It sometimes has a thing in it. I do want items, but Western Hall leaves us open. Actually, if I secret passage and don't choose a book yet, I can go back to Entrance Hall and Great Hall, expand the house that way, and then come back here when I know what I want. I frozen. Oh, God damn it, this camera. Oh, the camera just turned off completely. Fun. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go do this. Okay, so this is what we're doing now. Hi, this is my dumb face, my 8-bit pixel face. Is this it? Yeah. Let's. Nope. Stop grabbing that. Grab this. Kind of center this. Bring it down a bit. There we go. You like my dumb face? Thank you. I like my dumb face too. I very much actually like how well this pixel face turned out. I think I want to choose Secret Passage and then go back. Um, let's step in and look for items. Nothing. Okay. Do still only have one key, so it's not worth going back to the den for the trunk. Bedroom that links up to the Great Hall. Commissary that goes west. I think I want that, right? That makes the most sense. And now I have a die because I drafted a shop room. Okay, we got a magnifying glass, a sledgehammer, a sleeping mask, and running shoes. I'm gonna just quickly. extremely bad handwriting, but... Alright, what do I want to buy now, if anything? Sledgehammer, and then I can immediately go back and open up the trunk. And nothing else does anything yet. Sledgehammer. We're only 2 steps away. Let's go for it. Clang. A gem, a key, and 3 coins. Instantly worth it. Alright, bedroom going north. That's the only one that makes sense. Was expecting you to not write mask and shoes based on the pattern you had before. And now I wonder if you made a meta puzzle on the stream to make notes. Was it glass hammer? Oh, based on the missing words. Um, I'll let you think about. I did do it for a reason. I'll let you think about that for a few minutes, and then I'll tell you. Courtyard does open us up, or keep us open, but it doesn't give us more. I think I want to redraw this. Classroom. This is with the compass symbol, but I didn't get 2 dice because of it. So I think it's specifically the drafting room, or the drawing room. Let's do parlor for gems. Or do I do classroom for the rerolls? I think I do classroom for the rerolls because then I want to... Grade 1. Oh, okay. Nice to see the foundation now. Yeah, I was hoping that it wouldn't just sit there the whole time. Alright, grade 1. So we're going to have 8 grades. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? That's nice. Benny got a B+, and can't... I don't know how their name's supposed to be spelled, but it's probably not that. Unless it's Ben Y, in which case, sure. Color worksheet. Fill in each object with its correct color. Each color is only used twice. We have some symbols on flags. Each color is only used twice. 10 out of 12. So 2 of these are wrong. One of the blue objects is not supposed to be blue, and one of the red objects is not supposed to be red. Took me a moment to figure out why this was here. It's flag color. So this should be an orange flag. But then this shouldn't be a blue flag. This the missing symbol is crossed out in the book. There were 3 symbols. The top one was the mountains. The middle one was crossed out. And I don't remember what the bottom one was, honestly. So this might have been the missing symbol, but I thought I remember one corner peeking up out of the top and one corner coming out of the bottom or something like that. But hey, I'll write stuff down. My favorite color is red. All right. Where the hell am I gonna put this? What would be the most sense to have history stuff on it? I've got the statues here. Maybe there. We've got Blue Mountains are wrong. It's either green or yellow. Uh, the gecko's supposed to be green. So it's supposed to be Yellow Mountains? Let me double check. Oh wait, there's a hourglass flag on the bottom too. I just totally missed that that was there. Okay, so now we know the three symbols. I don't remember which was the south one. I feel like it was the hourglass one. I'm gonna write my notes assuming it's the hourglass one. So the lizard is green, and then the top is the mountains are yellow. Is what I'm thinking here. Yes. Then orange. Then and this is first grade. Hmm. I've completed grade one. Thank you. I mean, there's another worksheet here. Oh, okay. Caleb, huh? You must really like red. None of the flags were red. That flag sure is red. Okay. So that's a big globe. Um these history lessons, huh? Definitely history lessons with these three flags. Teaching our kids what color they used to be before red took over. Wait, I thought the book said that the black flags were replaced by red. Or the black banners or whatever. Huh. Oh, we have more of these too. Still 10 out of 12. Um, yeah, so they mixed up these two colors. 9 out of 12. Well, lizard's not purple. Blueprints aren't yellow. And then this flag's not green. Okay. Freddy's favorite color is also red. Arj's favorite color is everyone's favorite color is red. Weird. Almost like our children have been indoctrinated to like the color red or something. Wonder what could have done that. Wonder what could have possibly done that. All right, so we get one total redraw 4. I only have 2 of the symbols though. Why do I have 4 redraws? One time for each drafting room in your house. Huh. That's weird. I don't know why I've got 4 redraws. I don't want the how many stars do I have? I did 7 last time, right? Because that was the apple and that was the worst one. Where's my... Oh, it's literally on the page that was there. Yeah, I did 7. So today would be Clavis the key, get 1 key. Hmm. I want something that opens up both doorways though. No, hallway's facing the wrong way. Chapel would do it, but it's a red room, so I don't want to. Security's facing the wrong way. Dark room's facing the wrong way. I guess we go to the gym. That sucks. All right, before I go in there, I can go back to the commissary and get... I've got 9, and I got the sledge already. Oh, so answer to my puzzle, why I wrote them like this. Uh, Magnifying glass, sledge, hammer. And then I wrote sleeping and thought, well, wait, hold on. My brain is not going to immediately relate the word sleeping to the sleeping mask, so I better write the word mask so I know what I mean. And then running, and then same thing. I could have written mask and shoes, but I had already written sleeping, and I'm like, no, just write it out. Um, so I bought the sledge. If we buy the sleeping mask, we'll get 5 steps from going into the bedroom. It is free right now to go back to the commissary and then back to the classroom because I get those 2 steps from the bedroom. Um, Running shoes only works long distances. Magnifying glass, I don't know if I'm gonna see anything. So let's go back to the commissary now anyway. Yeah, it wasn't a puzzle. It was my brain just immediately abbreviating things and then saying I'm not gonna understand that abbreviation later. Oh, I did get the... Oh, the running shoes showed up in the gym, didn't they? Okay, well, let's get the sleeping mask then. I'm glad I got to play Blueprints. All right. The shoes are in here. So now we just have the magnifying glass. Open up. Hallway facing the Great Hall, so we can go back into that door. Um, Actually, I kind of want to do that. There's something on the desk or just the apple? I thought it was just the apple. There was the stack of books. You know what? I have steps. I'm gonna go. A blank worksheet. A blank globe. Can't open the drawers. Nope, nothing else. Yeah, just the apple. Okay, so the 8 is sideways. So if I get to classroom 8, I'm going to want to pick as many classrooms as possible, aren't I? Okay, this goes straight in. This door's locked. I'm wasting a whole bunch of steps here. Yep. Patio goes north. Patio goes north, and we spread gems to the spare green room. Patio has the grill in it. I don't have a gem. Frick. God damn. I need money. I think this run's gonna suck. And I think next time I choose schoolroom, I have to prioritize getting all of the classrooms. I guess we chapel, because it's the only one that doesn't lock us. Well, we can go back to secret passage, but I could alt F4. You're not wrong. Why don't you give me anything? Nothing between the seats here? Okay, fine. Drawing room. Experiment successful. 2 dice. I can't use them now, but I can just choose the drawing room here. I can just choose the parlor here. I got 2 dice now. M. Lowry. Yeah, I don't think these names are relevant. Okay. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. This cannot be true. So blue is definitely false. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. This is also false, so black box text is true. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Only one direction, huh? Classroom, but then it locks us out. But then I can choose... Can I choose blue from the secret passage? Leads to a room of a color of your choice. The colors are red, orange, yellow, green, purple. I can't choose blue. I could choose hallway and end up with maybe something that branches out. I kind of want to see what day 2 of the classroom is. Pantry doesn't lock me out, though. And then I could re-roll from up there. No, blue is the normal color of rooms, so it's not a special room, so I can't choose. I don't know, it's weird. Sure, I'll use a key. Drawing room came up again. Oh, set dice to 2, huh? Dang it. Alright, classroom. Grade 2. Red flag is moved back here. Mathematics, it's starting to add up. With 4 specific colors for these operators, huh? That's cool. Is there a pattern to these numbers on the outside? No, it's just 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 7, 8, 9. Okay. We've seen those colors? Yes, these are from the dartboard. Alright, someone's very bad, F. There's another apple on the desk. Mathematics worksheet. Directions, find each sum without using signs. This is teaching you how to billiards room. Also, this is bad math. You should, use the operators. That's why they're there. Eight is still sideways. Okay. Let's look at everyone's worksheets. We got... This is wrong. Yes. Yes. This is wrong. Yes. No. This should be 18. So I counted 3 wrong? Oh no, this is right. I was thinking minus. Yeah, 2 wrong. Okay. That's Penelope. The last is 15, yes. Fomrick? Okay. I'm looking at names. Jenny W. Rob. Look at the colors. They only got 5, so they got yes, yes, yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. No, no. 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 They thought pink was minus. But here they thought yellow was minus. I don't know what they were thinking. Rob might just be colorblind, which is why you should actually write out your operators instead of using colors. Alright, we get 5 rerolls. And to be honest, I just want to find another classroom, so I'm going to use all these. Although the pool... There's an apple on the desk, I just didn't eat it. I can go back and eat it in a sec. Can I not draw the classroom from within a classroom? We can go use our lesson we just learned. Let's do that. Yeah, there's an apple here. Nothing behind the bar. Alright, let's use our lesson. 15. 15. 18. That's not 18, that was 8. God damn it. I'm just, like, looking over at chat and not paying attention. You still haven't retained the color math? Here it's a lot easier because it's also spatial. The inner ring, or the inner circle here is add them. So 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 is 10. Inner ring is subtract, minus 7 is 3. Outer circle is multiply. We don't have any of those. And then outer ring is divide. So 3. I do like that it didn't lock me out for messing that up. Alright, another classroom. I'm running out of gems. I'm out of gems. Grade 3. We've got whiteboards now. Same days, or same numbers. Science is fun. Thank you. There's a banana on the desk. And teacher still has an apple. All right. What are we doing in grade 3? What sort of science are we doing? We got some burners over here. There's a lot of beakers and flasks. Use the elements below to form the answers to each question, because, yep. WATER. This is teaching you the laboratory puzzle. ICE. Wait. Some of these aren't elements. Are they? Wait, where's the periodic table? Is TE an element? It is. Okay. That's not one that I recognize, but okay. Red flag's still there. How did Cassandra only get a 2? Oh, because it's steam, not gas. You fool. Quinn. No, Jacob, come on now. Get it together. Six redraws. Ooh, we don't have the gems for it. So many pencils. Security up on rank 6. We're close enough to the dining room. I don't know that we're going to need the steps, though. I'm pretty sure... Ooh, mailroom, although it's a one-way. I'm pretty sure that we can't draft classroom while we're in a classroom. Experiment successful. I set my reroll dice to 2. Let's draft the pool here. No, I can't. I need a gem. The servants' quarters. Oh, no, wait. I don't need to see that anymore. Okay. How dare you? Alright, my last free redraw. We've got the boiler room, but I haven't done the pool yet. Let's go archives so I can go multiple directions. I'm assuming there's nothing new here. Nothing new. We got power lines. Let's go... Let's go this way because it connects to the foundation. Boiler room. Okay, this actually might be great because boiler room connects to archives, so I'll run power through it. And then I've got 3 more doors I can run power through. I can... The pool room was a blue room, so I can't choose that color from Secret Passage. I don't have the gems to choose boiler room. God damn it. Darkroom also has power lines. I'll choose this. I'll shut off the power. Let's go back to Secret Passage. Let's choose a hallway or something and try and get any sort of gems. So we got a long way to walk, actually. What was in grade 3 science? teaching you how to use element, the element abbreviations as if they were letters to form words. Storm gets me gem. And we get to see Swimbird. Closet, I guess. Reroll die in a coin purse. Not great. Now we're going to be running low on steps when we're back there. I wish I'd gotten more than one gem. We're going to run out of steps? Probably not. Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Well, we also didn't get the thing, you know, the thing. That what turns on the power, the breaker room. I want this to be... I don't have 2 gems for the hallway that goes 4 directions. I want to get to the breaker room, and I want to have... I want to not lock off this area. So I guess I want anything T-shaped or plus-shaped, right? I've got 3 reroll dice, so I should be good here. Let's see what the tunnel does. I could dig a tunnel all the way north. It'll help with classrooms later, if I'm still doing that. I haven't used the tunnel yet. Let's do it. What do we get? We get a chest with a bunch of gems. That's great. That's fantastic, actually. What is tunnel? Okay, so you remember how when we were looking around outside, there was a large tunnel area that was very dark, and at the end were a bunch of boxes blocking the path. And there were 2 torches on the walls that were not lit. I crafted the magnifying glass with something to make a laser something which lights torches. Um, and I was able to light those torches, and then the tunnel is just sitting on a box there. The tunnel blueprint. Also, there's a note about how in 1904, whatever the hell, they're closing down one of the tunnels and opening up something else, or I don't know. Ooh, 3 gems. And the tunnel's special thing is the tunnel will always come up here. So now I have the passageway, or I could just keep going. I think I want to keep going and then find a T up here. You have to make a silly laser gun? Yeah. Pair of dice. I've got so many dice now. Okay. Let's use them all, get a bunch of money. Security in rank 9, huh? I could just choose that, but I've got these. And I want money. Dining room will instantly have food, and I do need food. And it's facing the right way. Sold. We got some steak. We don't have a showroom, but let's say not yet, and maybe a showroom will come up when I'm opening that door there. I have to keep in mind that I have 4 steps remaining. Using my last key. Office would be cool. Was there something else I needed to do in the office? It has a computer. I can look at the emails. Okay, so if I step in here and draft this room, I still might get showroom, but I doubt it. So I'm just gonna eat this now. All right. We know who you are now. I mean, that's Herbert Sinclair. Where's my stashes page? Here it is. Bald, no facial hair. You are Count Isaac Gates. I don't know why. Why would it be Count Gates? Okay, we have. This is Simon and Clara. He's Gates. I don't think there's going to be anything on here. But this is Sinclair's brother and his the brother's wife, which would be my grandfather and grandmother. Is that birthmark shaped like a heart? Huh. Okay. Yeah, and you're not wearing any sort of necklace that's visible. Okay. There's a smaller statue of Gates. That's a small statue of Giariana. And I have no idea who that is. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's relating to one of the other like regions or something. I don't know. The birthmark is secretly an 1800s microchip. Yeah. Open sesame. Perfect. I hope there's a code in the emails. We got one more of Gates. And then mustache, no beard. Short mustache? Yeah. Baron Edwin Sinclair, which was not on the family tree. Okay. We have Gates again. This is Baron Thomas Sinclair, which was on the family tree. This was Herbert and Simon's father. Okay. I'm starting to think that these are might not be a thing. That they're here. The hands might be a thing. Because I've seen a few of those and I still don't know what they mean. Alright, let's look at some emails. Let's run payroll. I don't remember running payroll this week, but okay, I believe you. Spread Golden Estate. Stop exiting. I want to go back to menu. I don't know why I keep selecting that. Log into network. Staff services. Alright, this is all the same. Terminal access. So I can access the lab now, right? Yes. And technically it can access one of the offlines, but data transfers, glossary of term. No, let's just do email. Alright, from DC Power fuse box repair. The VACTA indicator lights installed per instructions have been turned on. However, it should be noted that the white indicator is only displayed after syncing all 6 indicators to purple. What? If this is not the desired functionality, let us know and we'll fix it in our regular service visit next week. There's a white indicator. Okay, I knew how to turn them all purple, but I didn't know what that meant or why I wanted to do it. Estate changes. Dear Herbert, we just want to let you know that the changes you requested to your will have been implemented and notarized. If your premonition, God forbid, should bear fruit, rest assured that your plans will be executed down to the last detail. McGuire, McKinley, and McDougal. I don't know who any of you 3 names are. From McMicMic. To DC Power. Gabe, yes, that is the correct functionality. Also, when you are out here next week, please test that the correct sequence is off blue, green, white, red, purple. Okay. So now I have some lights that I need to get in order, and that'll do something else. Where am I written? I'm going to write it here. Off blue, green, Okay, so hey Adam, how are you? I've been turning the lights purple every time forever. Me too. You know, it's our next level. Thank you. I have many pages of notes that actually I don't need this anymore because I bought out the shop. Yeah, many pages of notes because tracking some of this stuff is difficult. From Ann Babbage next week, 11/1/93. Sir, you have not left me any instructions for the following week, and you know how much I hate leaving critical plans up until the last minute. As soon as you decide on definite plans for the holidays, please pass the message on to me, either through Hartley, who is valeting for you this weekend, or if you absolutely insist, through this confounded electronic typewriter. Okay. I knew that. And then here's the the books. Though none of those are books that I've seen in the bookshop or library. So I think this is just supposed to be a sequence or something that I'm supposed to do with the statues because they match. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that yet. I wrote it down. Um, so what am I hoping for here? I only have one die left. I don't know. Something then classroom. I don't have any keys. Well, let's leave then, I guess. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm probably not coming back. Alright, so now we have to go into the dark room. Yeah, we've got no other exits, so I'm gonna be blind choosing going south, I guess. Jackhammer makes you big, better loot. Yes. Locked. Both locked. All right. What can I do? How far can I make it out? 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. 8, 9, 8, 7. I can make it outside. Is there anything else inside I want to do? I don't think so. This room is done. Or this run is done. I made it to classroom 3. Next time I draft Schoolhouse, I want to try for classroom 8. So straight and then follow it for a while. Oh, and I've got the shoes, so some of these won't immediately take steps away. More money. Right, I should be on the lookout for money. Hey Destiny, how are you? Yeah, my webcam decided to shut off and I didn't want to figure out how to fix it, so I just did this. I had this set up for a while. So much money. Alright, I got 8 steps left. I've become the equivalent to Dr. Kawashima from Brain Age Training. Wow. Um, kind, maybe. I'm not. I'm not low poly. I'm low pixel count, but it is very similar with my flat colors. All right. Well, make a wish. Okay. I made a wish. I don't want to say it out loud or it won't come true. Is there anything else for me to do? I don't think so. I can't just walk through here, right? Just making sure. All right, back in Blackbridge. Why am I forgetting? It should be easier. No, not. What was his name? Names. More R. Caps matters? What? Oh, it would help if I spelled his goddamn name right. Caps matters. Okay. Yeah, I've made a lot of progress apparently. This is only day 11, but people have said that I made it into the antechamber on day 7, and people said it took them 20 to 30 days. So I've been supremely lucky, and also I think some of my note taking and I'm very used to drafting games in general, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But I've done a lot here. This is not what I want, is it? No, it's not. This is not what I want. Yeah, so I do have 2 of the 3 microchips. Um, one of the things I'm trying is to find out where the third one is. Please don't. I've seen people on day 100 who haven't made this much progress. Okay. Yeah, please don't tell me any info that you haven't expressly seen me see, if that makes sense. Don't don't like tell me what you've done or something like that, because I might not have seen that. Yeah, there's nothing else here. I'm done. I'm calling it a day. Wait, was this day 12? This was day 12. Sorry, this was not day 11. This was day 12. Let's go to day 13. Which, with 13 being a lucky number, can only make good things happen, right? Took 100 steps. All right, day 13. I'm gonna get a note from Mrs. Babbage saying, "Don't throw coins into the fountain. We've got to clean them out or something, right?" That's what it's gonna be. Got my allowance. These are still the same. Alright, nothing seems to have changed. Okay. Foundation is still there. So we don't really have a reason to go to Blackbridge first then. So we should just go to Outer Room. Root cellar, shelter, and tomb. We haven't done tomb yet. Each time you draft a dead end in your tomb, spread 5 gold. Okay. Well, when you dead end, you have to backtrack anyway. I no longer have the shrine buff, so I'm no longer gonna have 1,000,000,000 coins from having dice. Okay. This seems to be laid out in a very specific way that makes me think that there's the fact that these pillars are here, separating everything into roughly square-sized areas that I can walk between, like from here to there, leads me to believe that there's some puzzle in the way that I walk. Or that might be nonsense. I mean, I see 1 candle over there, 2 candles over there, 2 lit candles in front of me at different heights. Are these clues, or do these not matter at all? This is my first time in here, and I have no info about how walking affects anything, or even if it does, so I'm just gonna move forward, and it's gonna... I've already failed some puzzle that I'll have to try again later or something. We do have some angel statues, which are going to be helpful. Do they have names? No. What is... Oh, is that the riding crop? Might be. That's the broom. We have a grid of candles. I love how this game is forgiving with resets. Even you get something very wrong next day, all is fine. Yeah. Yeah, like, that's why I'm not... like, I stood there and explained what went through my head for stream purposes, but, like, I'm just walking through here. I am 95% certain that I'm going to have to come through here and walk a certain way. Although this place is large enough that maybe I don't have to walk a certain way through these. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. The floor plan is the definitive dead end. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? This floor plan... Wait. You're giving me coins and not a... What floor plan are you talking about? I'll take your money, but... Alright, Hey Adam, thanks for that follow. I'm assuming that the order of the statues is going to be relevant, considering in the chapel they had Numbers listed on each. Okay, good. It's not going to have me desecrate a tomb yet. Okay, we have one of these that's fallen over. We take the candles. We can't take the candles out or anything. Okay. This is suspicious, maybe? Or maybe not. Can't push a thing. You have the hoe, okay. Are the hats that they're wearing going to be relevant? Or is that... I can interact with them. I can definitely interact with them. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to just pull them all in order and see what happens. And by in order, I mean in the numerical order listed in the chapel. But I'm still going to search every corner first. This is the peel, or whatever it's supposed to be. Excited to see if that works. Me too, but I want to make sure. What is this one? Chimney sweep. Chimney sweep. Okay. Pitchfork there. I'm heading back towards the entrance now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I guess pull them in order. Although this is going to be the fake out, and the actual solution is going to be like figure out all their names and pull them in alphabetical order or something, right? Okay, I'm going to look at that in a sec. Okay, can't do anything here. Can't push this suspicious looking brick. Okay. Alright. Open only in the event of my death. Different stamp. This stamp. I can't tell if the top corner there has a 7 or if that's just a design. The main lobby had or entranceway had a 4-cent stamp. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father, and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there's no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life for the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains. And the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, If reading this letter within these damp halls plants you in a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here, here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps, as is tradition. Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. He's telling me to figure out what happened and to find freedom. Alright. Let's do some puzzle solving. One. Okay. That's promising. Two. Three is the pitchfork. Hey, Nora. Four is the chimney sweep. While we're doing this, Destiny, there's one more game that Destiny got. Okay. Is it Sonic and All-Stars Racing? That's my blind guess. Then Broom. Then Riding Crop. Then Scepter. These were just in order of walking around. Alright, so we got another hallway here. I want to see what floor plan you're talking about.
Nice.
Thank you, Molly, by way of Heller. Yeah, let's... Catacombs underground. I think they want me to go in there. I'm pretty sure. There's something that just tells me that, but, Alcazar told me about this. Elzara, that's his name. I should write that down so I don't forget, but I do still find it funny to call him Alcazar. You were gonna get Sonic and All-Stars Racing but chose not to? I've heard Sonic and All-Stars Racing is a fantastic game. It's a game that's part of an anthology. There's more than 10 games in the series, and got it for the PS1. It's much more of the map. Okay. Here. So I haven't redrawn this like I wanted to, but this just immediately curves down this way. This camera still works, right? Yeah, okay. And this is number 3. Which is cliffside exit. So this is the barred up or blocked up exit at the pedestal with the 4 flames or torches or whatever that I'm supposed to light. This is the one that's locked up, just like wood barring it up. Okay, so we've got the rest of this staircase. I'm not gonna have the room for all this on here, actually. Excavation tunnel is where I was before. One, 2, 3. Okay, 12 floor segments, but 8 pillars. And then this goes north. So there's a little bit here that I haven't seen, and it's the basement up here. Because I've walked through the bottom left area. This one's marked as 2, which is concealed entrance. So now I know whenever I get into that basement, that there's an entrance there. Oh, I don't even see that many steps. I'm presuming that's steps, but that's all I see. The reservoir comes around here, and there's a dock on this side. And some rocks in the middle. me see about here. Then over here we've got this dock and the boat. Okay, so that's how much of the map I have now. I am still missing the top section here. Oh, actually, I should bring this up. This goes up here. This is the stairway to the door I couldn't open. And then this continues. And that's the minecart track that was blocked. Okay, I missed a bunch of chat messages because I was looking away from chat. Got this game for the PS1. Final Fantasies. You got Final Fantasy 9. Nice. You don't know any Metal Gear Solid games? I've watched them be played. Metal Gear Solid is a good franchise. Why can I interact with you? Do I want to go in there first, or do I want to interact with Mr. Death? Let's go interact. Let's go. This is the one-way door, isn't it? Black panel. Nope, there's another one. Okay. This is the one-way door that I need to activate Death to open, probably? Mr. Death. Yeah, okay. That's not the one-way door that I saw before, because it didn't have the steps down immediately. It's a hallway. No, it does. This is it. Okay. So now I'm in the abandoned mine again. Crap. Okay. Those are candles, not pillars. Oh, if I lit them all, maybe something would happen? I don't know. Okay. I can't go out this way. I've made it to the reservoir with the watered down one. I'm like, oh, I just can't go up there. But this is where I wanted to go. Cutscene. Also, blinding flash. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I have an ore, right? I'm not just gonna, like, drift. I'm not pressing anything here. I'm just looking. Stairs go down. I saw that before. There's a pathway that way. I didn't see that before. I don't see anything under me. It's weird that they gave me agency during that part. Was there something on the rock I could have pressed, or was that just a look? Or was there something on the rock I could have seen that I wasn't looking at? Okay. So, now we're on this side. We can go this way. Into here. No, wait, I've done that before. Okay, so I can rotate the thing now. What's up this way? This would go toward number 2, the concealed entrance. can't push it from this side. Okay. So if I can get into basement, there's a concealed entrance here that I can open up, and that would be another way of getting down here. Because when the water's drained all the way, I can go down the stairs on this side coming from there. Oh, okay. So there are 2 levels of things, but I don't see doors down there, so I think only this level matters. I can use it to get 2 over there, which will get me over there. I don't know how far I can get. Or I can go over there, which will get me over there, and that's the exit. Or I can rotate it so that when I'm over there, I can get over there. If my goal is to get there, I need to be either there or there. I think that's a panel. Okay, so I think... Do I have free control over this? Yes. I can just turn it one way. Okay. So there's nothing over there. This is not the control I expected to be here. Oh, heck, this puzzle got more complicated. Okay, well, this doesn't help me because I can't get out. So I would need it to be, I would need to have come from over there, and then, right? Yes. So then that side would be facing me, so then I would be able to get there. Okay. That's how to get there. Okay. That's tricky of them to show you that there is a control panel, but you can't see what the controls on it are until you're there. This is actual spoiler territory for you because you're at this, but I haven't figured out how to make it move yet. Okay. Okay. So you've gotten down here. So what I just did is I figured out. I'm not going to show. I figured out a way to the other side of the reservoir. That's where I am now. I'm not gonna. I don't know a way to do things and talk about what I'm doing without just saying what I'm doing. Like, I don't know how I can help you, Pug. If you need to close stream, that's fine. I'm gonna be a little bit vague about what I'm doing here, but I can. Okay, so I can set this up to me go over there. Actually, let's do that, and I'll see what that one looks like. Because I'm pretty sure that's the answer. Well, if that control is like this, then that's the answer to get over there. But that's not gonna be like that because that'd be too easy. So that's gonna be like, I don't know, a fidget spinner or something weird like that. A single button. Ooh, okay. So that'll get me over there, which is good. I can figure out what that is. Oh, you're just gonna give me a full map. Okay. So we've got catacombs, we knew that. Tomb entrance, right? That makes sense. Okay, so we've got 4 is minecart. 1 is foundation elevator, of course. So I just need to figure out how to get that working. That's how to get down there. And that might be the only way to get down there. To oh, this is big, 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 big spoilers, huh? Okay, okay. I looked at what 9 says. So I need to do that, and I need to. Okay, so I'm just drawing this map. Is there anything important I missed? 4 here. Reservoir. 5. Okay. What does 9 say? Oh, okay. Anyone who doesn't want spoilers and is listening, please mute your audio. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Telling it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 9 says to north lever, which is the way out of out of the antechamber at the north of the map, which presumably is to room 46. Okay. So I'm there. Found a secret floor plan. The mechanarium has 1 door for each gear room in your house. Sure. Sure. Why not? Okay. Alright, so I figured out how to get here. This isn't relevant. I should write down. Okay, so this is nothing useful anymore. This is rotation. I was there and I went that way, and that was height. So I want to go back. So that's the entrance. That is nothing useful. That looks like nothing useful at all. This was rotation here. And I don't know what's there, if that's height or rotation. So I can go... I can go to either one of those sides. If I go there, I'm then adjusting height. And I tried that, it's a dead end. I want to get there from there. And that'll get me over to there, I think. So I want to... Okay, my end goal is getting in there. How do I do that? There's nothing useful on there, so this is not the way. It might be coming from here at this level. If I raise this, then it can't be from there because there's nothing there. It might be from there, but I would need to raise this and be able to leave through this door, which is not possible. Or I would need to... Yeah, I would need to raise this and be here after I raise it somehow. So, no, I think the solution is I need to do this, and that'll get me here where I can raise it, and then come here where then I can... I would have to rotate it, which gets me there. If that's rotate, I could rotate it and that gets me there, but then that's a dead end. I don't know that that's a solution then. If I... Wait, I can't get there. I pulled the cart back. If I go through here, I'm just going to run into the cart, right? Pull the cart back. No, right. I pulled the cart back so I could go there. Yes, if I run back here, I'm just gonna do it because that'll be easier than trying to speak it all out. Okay, so now I can go here and I can find out... Oh, I know what this is. This is raise it. So now I can go over there. I am gonna investigate if there's anything on this, though. There doesn't seem to be. Okay. So now I can see what this is. It's rotate. Okay, good. Where'd my pencil go? Here. So that's the only raise. Okay, so I am here. I can rotate it to be here. I can see what that is. It's probably nothing. And I'm trapped here anyway, so I don't really have anything else I can do while I'm here, so I might as well do this. Take a look. This isn't nothing. This isn't nothing at all. Thanks for stopping by, Griff. I appreciate it. And I understand. This is the type of game where spoiling solutions is... It means that you can't ever play them. Excavating Company, Foreman's Log 608. This is the similar message as we found in the other tunnel. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, SNR has informed me that we will be closing up the site in June. It has been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there's a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it's vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month. Maybe many generations before they are reopened. Is there another page to that? No. Okay. So the only thing this is okay. So this does open up to which does mean that now that it's raised up, we can go back here to where the controls are. Okay, so now we just need... We're done. The underpass. Are the bolts on these relevant, or are they just for show? Well, we've got... Okay, but I want to go here first. Okay. Is that Mount Holly over there? I can't tell. Is this the VAC system? That's my first thought. What else would enable it? I don't know. We can go this way now. Is there anything in here? No? Okay. That's a familiar moon. That's so many doors. I have a goal today. None of these are real doors. Okay, okay, there's a bigger puzzle here already. Cool. big do I want to make this? Put it here, actually. This is going to be a lot of me silently drawing, by the way. Too far. I think I've stayed here for longer than the game expected. The music wasn't supposed to run out. All right, now for the important parts. Okay. This room was in the not the catacombs. The It's going to draw them all separate. So this was in. I'm going to zoom out my notes here. In the excavation tunnel, it was here. I did see it when I peeked in there. So I know where that symbol is. Pentagon. I'm not sure where this is. I think I've seen it before. Don't know. Mountains. That's one of the kingdom markers. I wonder if each of these is supposed to be a color, because that's another one of the kingdoms. Or not even kingdoms, the flags that we saw, right? I'm going to redraw this with me. So just center. There we go. Okay. I have no idea what Oven Navarre means. Um, 8 doors, so I have to solve. This is like. This is probably the puzzle post getting to room 46. All right, well, today's goal, get into room 46. That's it. Get into room 46. Oh, also there's this red door down here. Let's do... I'll keep track of the symbols here. What do I want to write the... I'll just do it on here. In the underpass. There's still the question of what's in the stairs in the bottom of the reservoir. But I need to drain the reservoir to do that. Completely drain it. I'm going to go back to the excavation tunnel, see what that symbol was. Oh, I need to solve this. Okay, I can just leave through here. I don't actually need to solve this again. I hope that this stays like it is forever. And I never have to do that puzzle again. It probably will, because this minecart stayed pushed that way. So the only way for me to get down here is the catacombs. Wait, can I push that cart from this side? No, I can't. Okay. The catacombs or the fountain drained, but either way I need the reservoir at this specific level. Either of those will get me into the excavation tunnel, which is where that symbol is, but um there's the foundation in the house. If I can figure out how to get that elevator down a little bit, I can figure that out. Okay. Um let's let's try and get into room 46. And I'm going to keep my eyes out for anything. Nothing, just a pillar. There's the tunnel. Oh, maybe the water doesn't need to be all the way down because the boat will go down there with it. So I need to have the boat at a certain level. I don't know. I didn't see anything. Or maybe it goes to that so that the boat will stop at whatever the next stop that makes sense is. So it's either it's something to do with lighting the candles, or it's something to do with what the hell this means. The shape of this looks like the wine cellar. Where did I have the wine cellar? No, it doesn't look like that. Um, is there a room that looks like that? I doubt it. I think if there is, it's one I haven't seen yet. Or I'm not seeing it here just because I'm not. My brain right now is a jumble of a whole lot of thoughts, like quick, immediate thoughts of what if it means this, what if it means this, and I can't process any of them because they're going too fast. But this is definitely this symbol. Um, this is an 8-way thing. Does it have to do with the gear? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know what else this could be. So, this in the abandoned mine is very much what I need to do for the first one. I'm going to write down everywhere, not everywhere, but most of the, wherever I see these symbols that make the most sense for like where's the next step. I think lighting these candles might be a thing, or lighting some of the candles. Wait, I went the wrong way. Wasting steps. Steps that I'm going to need to get into the antechamber. Okay. So where the candles, a puzzle to something. It's a 4x4 grid. There are 2 candles in that one. Boiler room panels. No, it doesn't match that one. There were the other candles over here that some are lit. Just looking at the 3 that are lit here, does it match anything? No, it doesn't match any of the boiler room panels. Okay. With the 6 candles that I have here, could I make any of these patterns? I don't know. Can I snuff the flames? I can't. Okay, so if... Oh no, there's gonna... Okay, this doesn't increase the number of dead ends. Just dead ends give me spread money around. Okay. I actively don't want dead ends this run though, because I want as many ways north as possible. I want the compass. I need to unlock one of the doors still. I wish. Okay. We need to get into the antechamber. So we need the key to the secret garden, or the greenhouse and the broken lever, or the great hall and enough keys to get there. And we need to go north. We care about nothing else. Our goal is room 46 and nothing else. $52 steps, 13 coins. I think I fill out left side, then right side, try and get as many keys and gems in the bottom floors as possible. And greenhouse can only appear on left and right sides. but I will need the broken lever for that. Secret garden, I need the key for. I think I fill out the bottom 2 rows first. Parlor gets us 2 gems. Black box is empty. The black box is true. The black box is black. Okay, this one's true. One of these is false. If this is false, then they're both false, and the black box is not empty. If this is true, then all 3 are true, and that's not possible. Okay. I need to calm down. I need to take some water. I am super excited right now. Hallway gets us to go east and west. Pantry, well, we just need to go east because we can go north through the entrance hall. Pantry gets us out of here, gets us coins. I don't know that I want to spend a gem on the commissary yet. And I don't have the thing that gets me dice anymore. Ugh. North and south, please. Chapel does it. Nothing up here. Okay. Conservatory, just the rarity of floor plans in your house. I think I want to do that. As much as... Oh, this is a perfect place for closet. But the conservatory can only be in corners, so it's not going to show up anywhere else. Have to. Attic, West Wing Hall, and coat check. Okay. The coat check has the basement key in it, and I don't know that I need that. I knew all that. The black rook is in the conservatory? Wait. The conservatory can only be in corners. I'm thinking about a potential chess puzzle about where the rooms are placed. If this should be the white rook, the black rook would have to be up here, which the conservatory can't be. So I don't know what the chess puzzle is. There are no items in here. No shovel or anything. Alright. Attic has 8 items. Drafting cost is 3, but it's rare. Okay. West Wing Hall. I don't want... I have a feeling that having the West Wing Hall show up means I can't... There's a note in the West Wing Hall about not drafting it because Lady Epson passed away. Lady Epson, that's the... I assume her ladyship's chambers, or whatever the name of that is her room. So, I don't know if drafting this makes her room less, to happen, makes her room show up less often or more often. Because this lets us go south out of the West Wing. Because the windows will always face the west. I know that. So this will always let us go that way. I think I want to make it rare, though. Mm, the chances that this comes up on another... I think I make it standard. I think I keep it standard. Code check. I don't care about the basement key, and I don't know that I care about checking anything else. I think the basement key goes away. And then I start kicking myself when I need it in the future. In the attic, I think we want that to be probably not commonplace because I don't want a 3 diamond showing up everywhere, but I definitely don't want it to be rare. I haven't been there yet, so let's make that standard. Okay. Disappointed that there are no items in here. There's a dirt pile, but I don't have anything, and I don't know that I want to come back here. Let's go north. Reading nook gets us the library, so we can read, but storeroom gets us stuff, and then we can exit out the chapel and never have to come back here. And I need stuff. One dirt pile in here, nothing else relevant. Pay my last coin in the chapel, never coming back here ever again unless I need to dig up the 2 dirt piles, but I doubt it. Let's fill out the other side. Always good enough. Dining room is rarer than the hallway. It has the same doors. And if something goes wrong and I come back here, I'm probably going to need steps. Or if I have to backtrack. No items or anything. Okay. Corner. I was hoping for greenhouse right here. Reading nook will get me library. But it gets me a key. It might also, I might just choose something other than library. This is cool as... Oh, I do really want to read that book. Den gets me a gem, but I already have a door that way, so I think I do go corridor. And I just say no to the library right now. More ways up. Den gets me a gem. Alright, like I want one of these to just be greenhouse. Wait, does the greenhouse doesn't spawn automatically, does it? I need to do something for it to spawn? I don't remember. I don't remember if the greenhouse normally spawns or if you need to... No, where was my notes about green rooms? I erased them. Okay, courtyard aquarium. Okay, I don't know that something else makes it spawn. I think it's just has to be on this side. I think that closet here. Rabbit's foot makes my luck greater chance of finding items. Okay, that's decent. Oh, we got a chest in here. Let's spend a key on this. I got 4 keys. Treasure map and compass is so good. Alright, treasure map, we've got rank 5 left side. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's so good. Okay, let's go down to dining room then. What does the observatory get us on 8? A key. Trade a gem for a key. Yeah, and then we'll just take the entrance hall north. Nothing else in here. Spare green room goes north. Watering can. Okay, so that's 3 gems eventually. I don't want to waste the 2 steps right now. Bedroom here is probably good. I'm on to you. Hallway. It sucks. Nothing here. Tunnel will get me to the foundation. It gets me going north. And I don't have to go north from here. I don't have the shovel yet. Wait, right. The X was here, but I still don't have the shovel. Alright, what do we get here? Boiler room. Dark room, but I know it links to the foundation going north. And then I get a door going west. This is fine. Because the door past me should just open. Yeah. Yeah! "30 steps. Do I backtrack to the den yet?" 29, 28, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. No, I don't think so. I think I go... I need to go until I hit rank 8 so I get to get food in the dining room. So I go up to foundation and then I go... in? Or do I go out? I'm looking for greenhouse. I would need the key to the secret garden or the Great Hall, which is probably not... It might be on the sides, but I doubt it. Let's open this door. I need to figure out how to lower that 1 step. Passageway is useful, but it's a lot. 2 reroll dice. What do we get for dead ends? I spread $5. I don't care. The tomb gave me way more info than just spread $5. Oh, the gem's always here. That's good. Breaker box, so I can go back to the dark room and roll that dice better. Laboratory does help me keep going. Laboratory. After each bedroom, for each bedroom you draft after your second. I've already drafted 2 bedrooms. For each time you find some trash while digging, I don't have a shovel yet. Whenever you draft a shop room, add a small chest, gain 3 gold for each red room, add 3 aquariums. I like aquariums. I think whenever I draft a shop room, add 3 aquariums. Or for each bedroom you draft, because that's still... Alright, bedrooms. Security key card. Nothing else around here? Okay. It occurred to me that I can access the offline computer in remote terminal in the shelter. And radiation monitor connected by spiked by the experiments. So if I do, if I trigger the experiment enough, I can just unlock all doors. It's currently going to be low since I haven't done it yet. Yeah. Okay. So I have to draft a lot of bedrooms to unlock all the doors. That's 2 bedrooms. Gymnasium does help us go north and south, though. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Let's do nursery, then go back to foundation. Let's read the Red Prince through in a different context now that we have it. The Red Prince being... what's his name that took over everything? There was a Red Prince who sat on a red throne, had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. Love for all things red, it's the only true color, the prince often said. Could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow, could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. He never looked up. He always had a book to turn his eyes down whenever he was outside, when the clouds weren't around. He had this book. He looked like a prince from his toes to his head. Story about you needs to be said to Red Prince in his book, the Red Book we just read. I don't know that that book is that inflammatory. Like, it might be. I don't know. It's hard to look back on. It's hard to make any actual connections between that and the political events that have happened in game, because I only know a handful of the political events and I don't even know them that well. We want to go north from here. Aquarium goes north. And it's a bedroom, so I add 3 more aquariums. And I get a watering can to get a gem. I go north or south. Let's go south. I could do aquarium again, but I think I want to reroll. Her Ladyship's Chamber. The next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. Next time you enter the walk-in closet, gain 3 diamonds. I have not been in this room before. White Queen. That makes sense. Okay. We'll take a look at everything. Umbrella. Is this a thing? This is not a thing. It's a swan umbrella, though. Harp. Got a coin purse. That'll be probably useless. But hey, we don't know. I don't have the shovel. I can't dig here. That's weird. Upgrade desk. That sure is a shape, though. A purple shape in that. Okay, so we have... I didn't sketch them. This would be Lord William Epson and Lady Ashlyn. Is that something there, maybe? On the coat? I can't tell. Lock it with Simon's. Yeah, so this is definitely Clara Epson's room. Her Ladyship's Chamber is definitely the room for this one. Okay. let's look at the book. Her ladyship's diary is locked. Okay, there's a separate key. I'm gonna use this so it stops popping up. Although it might still pop up. Does it never end? A spiral with a lot of points in it, and some of the points have X's? And I might need a magnifying glass to see that better. Okay, so her diary key might be a special key, or it might just be hidden somewhere specific, like buried under the floor. Oh, the tomb is a black room. Okay, I have a theory. Blue, purple, orange, green, yellow, red, black. That's 7 different colors. Wait, where's the aquarium? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Yeah. Red room, green room, hallway, bedroom, shop, black print, blueprint. So I'm wondering if there's just color coding that needs to go with these symbols. The hourglass being a purple symbol because it's purple rooms. And then as I find these symbols throughout the mansion, there'll be different colors. I found the symbol from the abandoned mine. That's not a color room because it's not in here. So I'm wondering if it's just like this symbol is purple because the bedrooms are purple because her ladyship's chamber is a bedroom. I don't know. I don't know how to open her diary. Okay. Next time you enter the boudoir, gain 10 steps. So it's worth jumping back into there real fast when I'm on my way out. I do want to go down to the den and try and go north from there. But I want to go up to rank 8, so I want to go up here first. 38 steps. Yeah, okay. So I'm fine. Last key. West Wing Hall is fine now. I could get 3 keys in the garage. I could re-roll. I could West Wing Hall. I think West Wing Hall, because hopefully, unless I need a key, this gets me up to rank 8. Then I can get food. Damn it. Both locked. Okay, I need keys, so I need to go back down to the den. So, aquarium, foundation, boudoir. Hi, Molly. You missed very important things. 9 said to. I want to get the wording right. To North Lever. And I figured out the way to there and pulled the north lever, which is this one here. This one. So my goal is to get to room 46 because it's unlocked now. Well, it's. I'm also excited to see if I make it. I need to go, let's see, down to the boudoir for plus 10. And then. Oh, wait, so where am I? 37, 36, 35, 34, 44, 33. 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. I forgot this, so I'm at 25, 24. Okay, I got plenty of steps. Oh, right. I forgot I got the nursery. So because I'm pulling aquariums and purple rooms, I'm getting steps. So I'm fine. TM. Asterisk. That's not. Yeah, that is steps. Get me down the steps. There's nothing useful in the dark room. Step in here for the 10 steps and then leave, right? There's nothing in here. I do like how this safe is still unlocked. I don't have to remember the code. Orange. I'm looking for anything that would have one of those symbols. But I shouldn't really worry about that too much. Alright, I get a gem for, because I haven't been in here since picking up the watering can in this room. So unfortunately I don't get to eat in the dining room because I didn't make it to rank 8. Sorry, I'm super paranoid right now about running out of steps. Aquarium is the only one that gets us north. I can redraw floor plans. Whenever you enter ballroom, set your diamonds to 2. I haven't been in the ballroom. I need a key. This doesn't help me. It's technically free because I spend 2 diamonds and I get 2, but it's a dead end. What did I think the vac system went to? Maybe the red door. Do I give up on getting into the antechamber because I still need to find any of the other levers? Do I do the vac puzzle? I think I do the vac puzzle. And I said it out loud. I said my goal was to get into room 46, and now I'm not. That'll show me. Let's see what the vac puzzle does. I'm too curious about this. Oh wait, that needs to be on. Gym is off, dark room is on, garage is on. So I know that my final sequence needs to be off: blue, green, white, red, purple. I know that the only way to get purple is by everything being blue. Wait, I'm trying to remember now. Everything's red. Right, no, everything has to be green, and that's how I get blue. And then Right, so I want that to be blue, that to be red. So now that's purple. Wait, but first everything has to be purple for this one to be white. Okay. So now white. I've never tried pressing one after I got them all purple. Okay. This needs to be blue. And then red. Shit. Okay. Purple, red, white, green. Off. There's a door behind. What? What is this?
Nice.
What is this power? What is this gigantic effing lever? Okay. Um. VAC. VAC. No idea. Okay. Okay. The Gemstone Cavern has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you'll start each new day with 2 gems. Okay. Okay. That's not... I mean, it's nice. I would have probably rather gotten into the antechamber today. But, is there anything else I can do? No? Cool. Cool. I can go outside and look at what's out there. I've already wished today. Actually, yeah, getting into the apple orchard gave me a lot of info, so this is probably going to give me a lot of info too. Gemstone Cavern. There's gas line. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels. That one that's still there. 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here. So Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now there's still 1 more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. Sure is. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Done. The boss informed us there are 2 other ways into the site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for someone else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. Slackers. Okay, so we don't get a lot of info other than move that minecart that we already moved. And we get a gas line, so we get to light a beacon. Two of the beacons, the two on that side of the platform, have been from the east side, which is in that direction. So I'm guessing the last one of these is somewhere on the west side. Maybe... I'm thinking if there's something all the way out here. There is the... No, the statue thing is out here. I don't know. Alright, nothing else in here. Okay. So now I have a very important question. The levers reset every day, right? Well, the levers in the rooms of the mansion reset every day. Does the lever underneath the mansion reset every day? Because that's not in the mansion. Or is it because the antechambers in the mansion, all of its doors reset every day? So it would lock that. Do I need to get the tomb every time I'm trying for 46? Or is it just going to be open? Am I going to have any way of knowing in the future without getting the... No, the only way I'm going to know if that lever resets is to pull the tomb on a future day, or otherwise get down there on a future day and try to pull the lever. Looking at my map, I still haven't gotten into the basement area here, so I need to figure out how to do that from here. So how to lower this by 1. How do I get... What other ways can I get into here? If I power the pump room and it does what I think it does, which it still might not, then I also get the basement key. Then I can go down here, down through the fountain entrance again. If I figure out how the foundation elevator works, I can go through the concealed entrance and get the buried floor plan. Or I get the tomb. Sealed entrance via foundation. Fountain entrance, tomb entrance. And that's it. Okay. It's 7 o'clock. I should not do another run right now. What am I going to do now? I've got 24 steps. I'm outside. See how many I have when I'm back at the house. Yeah, I know. I need to go. Thank you, Molly. I should really put a sound alert on that one. Um, I want to go back to the laboratory so I can access the shelter computer and see how much 3 successful triggers gets me. It might unlock all the doors. I didn't think about that until now. If that's enough, it'll unlock all the doors. Well, I do want it to be something that's not too disruptive, so maybe just a sound effect. Please be a key in here. A battery pack, damn it. Anything else in here? Like a key? Any sort of key? Maybe the key to a diary? That'd be cool. No? Nothing? Nothing? Damn it. Okay. I don't even know what I would do to lower this by. I need to get up there. So I need like a ladder, but that doesn't exist. I'm. Let's check the laboratory. Water drip might be good. I don't know. I want it to be less disruptive than my other sound stuff. Oh, I've got an upgrade disc. Let's do that first. What are we upgrading? It's courtyard. All right. +2 diamonds, 5 dig spots. Courtyard is always left unlocked. Honestly, that's basically like average of +1 key. It's a little weird, but. And I have the +2 diamond allowance now. I think courtyard is the best option here. Because I'm not guaranteed to find a shovel in the courtyard or to have one. The last few runs I haven't had a shovel. Or there have been a few that I haven't. I'm gonna choose courtyard. Also, that's a dumbass name and I love it. Anyway. Let's log into network. Remote terminal access. I'm hoping that I can access this even though I have... Yeah, okay. It's not that you can only access an offline terminal at once. It's that you can access that one terminal all day. Take measurement. 7.6, not high enough. Okay, so I would need to have drafted 2 more bedrooms. Damn it. Well, it's cool that I got that, but I'm done today. I'm gonna try accessing security, even though it's not gonna let me. Yeah, it doesn't let me. It's weird that it doesn't show that the offline terminal is the one I chose. Um, Alright, that's gonna do it then. Let's shut it down. Call it a day. You will wake to find the rooms of the estate reset. That giant door in the antechamber is in the room, but the lever that controls it is not. I have no idea. We'll find out next stream. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I do appreciate it. Coming up on stream tomorrow at 3 p.m., which is 3 hours earlier than normal for Sundays. I'm playing Minecraft with a whole bunch of people. We're going to be teaching Molly and Heller how to play, with an ultimate goal of beating the Ender Dragon in 3 weeks. Yes, you. Wrench and Glass will also be there, and us three are the experts, and Molly and Heller are the noobs. And hopefully we can get everyone geared up and everything working out just fine. I actually just set up that server today, so that's cool. That's working fine. What else is coming up? I forget. Actually, let me switch it. Does this camera work yet? No, that's still frozen. Hold on. Hey, it's me, and the camera works now. Hi. It's been me the whole time. Coming up on Monday, I am going to be making that box right there, the Lego Rivendell set. Not the whole thing. That would be much longer than Why are we zooming in on my tent? Oh, it's because I'm going to sleep. I've never sat and watched it zoom in on my tent before. Weird. It probably does that every time, and I've just never noticed. Or never sat here for too long because the exit button's right there and there's no real info here. Probably just like, hey, you're going to bed, so go to bed. Anyway, back to me. As I click exit and save and quit. So Monday is I'm starting to build Rivendell. Then on Tuesday, more blueprints where I'm gonna get into room 46. And I'm gonna keep saying that I'm gonna get into room 46, so it never happens. No, I'm actually gonna try and get into room 46, and I am so close now. So close. I just want to play this game for like 10 more hours right now, but I can't. I need to go get food and get water, and everyone take care of yourselves. I'll be back later. I'll be back tomorrow, I guess. If Thank you for watching. I do stream normally 4 days a week. Lately, it's been 7 days a week here on twitch.tv/fadedoasis. I upload all my VODs the night of the stream to youtube.com/@fadedoasis. And if you want to help me out, the best thing you can do is follow, subscribe, leave a comment, do all the free things, or any of the free things. Honestly, they all do definitely help me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone in chat. We had a lot of people today at various different times. I'm gonna go. Bye.